Alright, good morning everyone, or good day everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. I just realized I do not have Discord open or unmuted, so I can't quite remember what we said we'd talk about. Hey Nico, how are you doing? Let's see. I said we would talk about Leetcode 389. Let's see. Let me go. Leetcode 389. So let's bring this over. Sorry, I've been out for a little while, getting the hang of the new computer. So my son is a hardware guy. So I was unaware of what we were talking about, that what he was saying of how I was going to be moving from hard drive to hard drive. I thought it was going to be more of a access thing, and that's not the case. It is more complete restart of a computer. But the way he has it set up is I'm actually literally able to go back and forth between the new computer and the old computer, or new hard drive and old hard drive. So the new hard drive is exactly like a new computer, so I'm trying to get everything set up over there, slowly downloading everything and installing everything that I would need and going from there. And YouTube has been very weird again. I had up to, I think, 23 hours of watch time one day and a bunch of live views, and then it just wiped it out. So I was a little shocked by that. So it's just, but all right, I digress. Let's go ahead and jump into this. And sorry for everyone who was right here at the time a half hour ago. I apologize for waiting. It's never a dull moment around here. Either people or animals or neighbors or delivery people or something like that. All right. So in Leetcode 389, let's see, you are given two strings, S and T. String T is generated by random shuffling string S, and then add one more letter at a random position. Return the letter that was added to T. Vinky, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Sorry for the delay. You must have just got here because the concurrent count has been all over the place. But yeah, trying to get a new computer installed, and I couldn't actually get back to the old hard drive, so all of my settings for basically everything I had installed on the new hard drive, or the old hard drive, wasn't moving over to the new hard drive. So I was like, I've got to figure out how to get the old one active. So that's what I've been dealing with, and other adventures. But we're looking at Leetcode 389 and find the difference. Basically, you get S, it shuffles and reorders random. I'm sorry, what I was thinking as I was already going through, if I do this linearly and I check. So I'm also trying to think about all of these solves that I do, is how can I go through them efficiently? Because that's one of the big things that I've been seeing consistently is skill sets. Solving it is just the beginning. Doing it the most efficient way, time, what is it? L of O, cost. What do they call it? Oh, that's funny. No, just running behind this morning. Couldn't get some things around. Just it's always adventurous. Track L of O. O in compute. Computer science. O notation represents the order of a function, describe a complexity of algorithm. Yes. Time complexity. That's what we're looking at. And of course, the longer something takes, because linear is ideal, is the longer it is, the longer it should take. But time complexity, you should not have to take more time than, should not have to go through it. Your goal is to not go through it more than once. So first, let's get this to work, and then we'll see if we can speed it up. Because I know Leetcode is very good at this, and you get scored actually on time complexity and memory use, and that's when you get into the senior level and architecture of. Because I remember, here's a perfect example of what I saw where I began to understand why efficiency was very important. So there was an online game, and they were spending millions of dollars on, or potentially millions of dollars on new servers, because they could only be down for a very short amount of time. And to go through all of the data, they were going to need to amplify their hardware to go through to run the software, the algorithm, to do all the data. And then a guy came in and said, hey, why don't we write this to the tables forwards and backwards? And we could realign it so as we go through the table, we come back and forth and we write as we go both ways. And he cut it in half. So basically he was able to save them half of the amount of server time, and then he did some other things to tweak it. But yeah, writing a better algorithm and having it be less time complex literally save. The larger the company, the larger the data, the larger the sample size, insert larger, the time complexity really big. When you're talking about billions of rows of data, I mean, the stuff that we're goofing around here, I mean, a couple thousand. I mean, that's not that anything real. I mean, what, 1,000 hours? It's something ridiculous. 1,000 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube every hour. I mean, it's some absurd amount. I mean, 1 billion hours of watch time a day is something crazy. All right, so let's get this to work, and then we'll go from there. All right. So if you're just jumping on, thank you for hanging out with us today. Sorry I've been gone for, I think, since Thursday. I think we worked on my computer and really got everything set up on Thursday, and you can kind of see by my watch time. Yeah. Didn't do Friday, didn't do Saturday, didn't do yesterday. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a long time for no live streaming. All right. So we'll do this example. We'll just copy this. All right. Here we are. S T So basically, sorry, my wife's already found something. All right. So, I mean, we could do the old famous. God, that would be so time expensive. So now I've kind of rewired my brain. So, all right, it's going to be, this is going to be extra. So T is going to have the extra one. for letter in T, if letter not in S, return letter. Let's just do print first. This is going to be so costly. So we get E. All right? Okay. And then let's do this. This just makes me feel gross of everything that I've learned over the past year about being efficient. And this should be Y. All right. So this is going to work. It makes me feel gross. So now I need to do this and turn this into find. Let's find a... we're looking in... How does it take it? And it gets S and T. All right. S, T. Let's see if that'll work. Feel like that's... What? Okay. And then, boom. And this should be return. Return letter. And then now I need to do print. Let's test this and make sure this works. Still making me feel very gross. S, T. We'll comment these two out. Run this. All right. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And I need to move indent that. Run my sample. Okay, let me bring this over. That already changes. That's so much extra light. Let's run this. Time complexity is going to be awful. We're probably going to be in the bottom 10%. Oh, we got a wrong answer. All right. Use case. Oh. Okay. Here's a good one. A and A. And there's 54 tests. Output null. Ah. Interesting. Okay. So this is going to have to get worse. All right, let's shrink this. All right, anybody got any good solutions? Because now we're going to have to turn this into a list and pop it out. Everybody see how I got there pretty quickly? All right. So looking at something is not going to be satisfactory. And this is why I actually really like Leetcode. Because they do an exceptional job at, wait a minute. So S is A, T is AA. Now, so what is, let's do right here, none, or null. So in their website, null came out and none came out here. So let's see. Anybody have any questions before we start digging into this? How's the lighting? Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to have that right there. That's a little bit better, right? Yeah. All right. So everybody see why this fails, because it's basically checking. Here's the extra letter, but it's a duplicate letter. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to convert this. This is going to be so costly. But again, we need to get this to work. So S and T. So S equals S. Does everybody go to here to know to put this into a list? And then I get S. And then T equals T list dot, not dot. And I'm here. So now where I go immediately is, actually let me tell everybody, I'm online live right now. Everyone, I'm live. There we go. Yes, send to everybody. Okay. I don't think we need a list. Oh, okay. Hey, Rapish. All right, I'll entertain. That's first where my brain goes. What are your thoughts? Because I'm open to suggestions. Because I guess my thing is we want to remove what's left. We want to go through and remove. So if we were, how do you suggest we handle a double character? Let's see, store the letters and read to remove. Store all the letters and read to remove. What if we need another text variable? Let's say word equals to our character equals to, and if the letter not in, as we simple add that whatever else is not there, we add to that. I'm sorry, Rapish, I'm not following. So walk with me through here. So as I'm going to go, because I even thought when I was first looking at this last night, and I tried to stop myself, if we looked at, because we order, because basically they should be the same length, and then we put it into a list and we order it, and then we increment through. And if they're not the same, either way, because it's a string, we have to manipulate it. We either are going to be comparing side by side through a list and then sort, which is so costly. But we are allowing Python to do it, so it's a little bit more efficient. And then if we were to have them in a line, here, how about we go back and do this right here? Comment. Let's undo this. Print letter. Comment. And tab. All right, so first I come over here and I do S equals list dot S. Let me check something. Dir on list. Yeah, sort. And then I can't remember if sort help dot list dot sort is it return in place. So all right, if you're super new to here, right now I'm confirming if the sort method on a list returns or does it in place. Return none in place. So these are the words you want to be looking for, and it covers both of them. So it says return none in place. So I can do this. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be putting these, they should be in exact order. And now if I move through index, let me visualize this. Let me get which one's longer? T. T is going to have the extra character. S. Boop. And T. All right, so this example, A, B, C, D, E, is simple. A, B, C, D. Oop. That's all that has. And then, of course, you have, we're going to copy this. Boop. Copy, paste, bring down here. And then now E. So we could basically come through here and do a pointer. We look down here, these the same. These the same. So this is extremely costly. And then as we get to, or actually we'd be looking here. Okay. We're looking back. For A and AA, we can use ASCII order. Yes, but all right, how about we look at the A thing? So right now we have A and A and A. Those aren't very good A's. Sorry, everybody. There we go. I don't print very well anyway, and then now printing with a mouse. So basically, our old algorithm, we were just saying, hey, is it there? So basically it was, is this in here? Yep, it's A. Oh, and by the way, is this in here? Well, yes. Yes, it is. So that methodology is flawed. So we could do one of two things. So what comes to mind is right now, we could order them and have it look at the same index and see if it is equal to each other. Or, which I'm not liking this because if we just found out, we're going to have to write some more code to defend against if this is at the end, because that seems ridiculous. But if it's, we come and we say, if this is here, the first occurrence, pop it out. Get rid of it. So in this instance, if we were to have two lists, and so we get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, and oh, all of a sudden this is the only thing we have left. Same thing with if we come here and we look over here and we get rid of, can I do this on a axis? I don't think I can. It'd do that. Oh, the only thing left is A. So let's just get this to work, and then Rapesh, send me some. Are you in Discord? Send me something that you kind of think will work. It's the only thing I don't like about chat in here, because I think I know what, I think I see what you're saying, but I don't know of any other way other than to put it in a container, since a string is immutable, because we need to be able to remove, because we just had a double letter. So they just gave us which this is why I love Leetcode, is that they just gave us an example of something that is standard built-in in and not in, which is basically just opposite of in, a Boolean test. So or can we get away with Can we get away with not having to... Sorry, what I'm mentally doing is, can we get away with only sorting? We don't need to waste doing both. We just need to put T. All right, so here we go. We only need to put T in a list. Hang on, here we go. Walk with me through this. So we can leave S as a string. So we don't need to spend time converting that. We just need to put T as a string because we want to pop that out of our container. Okay. So let's speed that up a little bit. We don't need to do this. Hang on. Yes, I do. I want that, but I don't need to sort it. So now if I'm at the index, I want to pop. Do I want to pop? So I don't want to, okay. I need to index and then I need to remove. So I don't need to memorize what these functions do, these methods. So remove, removes first occurrence. That's it, we don't need to do anything fancy. Okay. For letter N, T, remove letter. Okay, am I going to have a shrinking? So we are now, so what I'm mentally going through is am I going to need to make a copy? So what you're going to run into is basically a circular problem. So what I'm visualizing is if I'm going to run into an issue, if I'm going to be trying to basically adjust T as I'm going through T. And I'm trying to stay ahead if I'm going to have this issue. And what cracks me up is this is yet another quote-unquote easy problem on Leetcode, which kind of makes me feel like that maybe I'm not an exceptional programmer. But I call myself a data analyst and solving business problems. I'm exceptional at that and answering business questions. So, all right. If you happen to know anybody who needs a data analyst who's very strong in SQL and Python, please let them know, or have them come here and hang out with us for a morning and see if they would be interested. So, all right. So let's go back to visualizing this. So I'm going to be putting, because I want to remove the index that I have, not the first occurrence. So I'm looking here. So am I basically, all right, let's clean this up a little bit. Okay. And there's probably a clear button without pressing new. All right. Let's kind of go back. How bad's that color with that? Not great, not good. All right. So we have our string. Boom. Boom. Now we have T. That's not T. Now we have our list. Don't like that. Now we have our list. So I'm going to think about these as indices. That's not a very good 3, is it? 3, 4, 5. So basically, come up here. Is this in here? Okay. Is this in here? Okay. Is this in here? No. So we were to return the index. Okay. So what you're kind of watching me do is I'm basically going through and mentally, I'm getting rid of the scenarios and making this very bare bones and making this, what would happen if this, can you give me a link to the Leetcode problem? Sure. All right. And I'll put it in chat. Here we go. All right. Everybody can go and jump over there and take a peek at it. Follow along. Probably have a better solution. So I'm thinking index right now. So is index in? No, then we're back to our A and A. Maybe we are back to sorted and sorted. Yeah, okay. Changed my mind. No problem, Nico. List dot s dot sort and t dot sort, because we'd be back to the same problem, circling back to. All right, so we have, but we are going to have to defend against the last one with the E of being out of index. So I can tell you from experiences, these problems love testing you being out of index. So if you don't know what out of index means, is basically, well, it'd be like this. So right now I have T, because you are going to run into index errors and out of index at some point if you haven't already. So basically, it's like this right here. So I have len5, and if I do T5, T index 5, I get an out of index error, because it's the last index is, because Python is a zero index language, for I in range len, let me just show you, len t print I, and what do I want to do? T dot I, and that's too many square brackets, and close, boom. So here we are. So I'm printing off the index. Index 0, character A. Index 1, character B. And so 4 is E. So right now, the first thing that I've already noticed is I'm going to have a problem. Or I'm already going to have a problem for the last character. So the way that I'm going to design this is I need to catch that last problem. But let's just get it to work, and then we go from there. We can do a try and accept on index error. All right, so here we are. Let's just get this working. Range len t. Is that right? Is that enough? Yeah. Okay. Print letter. Let's just get this to work. Object none type. Len has no. What? ST. Okay, so let's. So this is a flaw in my code. So let's kind of go through. So I kind of can't believe I did this, but I'll walk you through exactly what I did. Remember how we pulled up sort? Does anybody know anybody know why this is failing and why I'm not returning anything with S and T? Because I'm being very sloppy here, and I'm self-inflicting something. You can't do this on the same line. Anybody know why? Because it's what sort does. So let's go back. Help on list.sort. So I'm putting this into a list and then I'm sorting it, but it returns none. You can't do this on one line, and I can't believe I just did it. So s.sort, because this does it in place. T.sort. All right, let's run this again. Everybody see what I did? So now T and S. Since I had this on one line, so this is the syntax to make this happen, because sort does it in place, returns none. So it is explicit. If you're doing that on the right side of an equal sign, it's returning none. It's creating nothing. So it has to be done on its own individual line. All right. So here we are. So now I have S and T, and I'm going through here, but now I need to look at letter. So letter is going to be an index. So letter, and so T, and we're going to change this to index. I don't think, yeah, we're good. So T dot index. Let's make sure everything's going to work the way that we're expecting it to. A, B, C, D, E. All right. So now, we're going to be good, and then we're going to get an error because we're going to try. But we're also going to know that we're at the end of this index. We're going to be checking this index because we need to check the exact location, because we found out with our A and AA, it just can't be in. It has to be the exact location, the exact same. What got added? Because we kind of got a hint. It reshuffles everything. Random shuffling string, and then adding a letter. So that would be actually an interesting algorithm to write, to pick an index, split it, add something in between. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be an interesting thing to write. All right, I digress. So now we need to get our indexes between these to check each other. So T index. So we're going to get an error here. So watch. S dot index. And then we fail. So haha. There we go. Try. Accept index error. Hang on. Just got a text I may need to check. No, just a friend. All right. Okay. All right. Try index error, then print T dot index. Am I using try and accept right? try, because basically don't want those to print if t index equivalent to continue and continue, else print t index. I know this is ugly, but this should work. Alright, so hang on. Alright. I never know when a real email is a real email. Some of trying to look and I get my hopes up. All right, so now, okay. I know sometimes I do a really good job of explaining it in my head. So this is also kind of why I do this, is because if I get when I get a technical interview, I want to be able to verbalize and go through this. So I need to practice this. So basically, all right. So I'm trying this to see, because we know that at the end of this we're going to have a problem. But if it's not the same, if this is out of this range, an index, then that is our letter that we're looking for. Now, if they're the same, whoop-de-doo, we just want to go back and keep going through because we're looking for when it's not equal. And if it's not equal, here we go. So now let's check and see if these S and T's work. And I feel like this is better, but so costly. So it's just so inefficient because we've put it into a list, which takes time. We've sorted it, which takes even more time, but we're allowing Python to do it for us, so it's a little bit faster. Then, so we've gone through it twice. Now we're going to go through it a third time. So that's where this is absolutely awful. But get it to work first, then try to improve it. All right, Nico, have you gotten a solve yet? All right, anything on Discord? I think I have everything unmuted. So, all right, let's go back. Let's get this in a def find. Let's undo this. Move everything over. Return t index. Close. All right, we got that. Return t index. Close. Comment. I made something and I feel like it would have worked if both S and T were the same size, but they're not. It errors. Yes, that was one of the exact. Well, they're never going to be the same, but probably what you're having an error with is it an index error, out of index? Because they gave us that little hint right here, is that you're gonna have that fail right off the bat. So all right, let's go back. I think this is. I got everything. Let's come back here. Move everything over. Tab it over. Let me see. All right. I'm checking the A and AA right now. See if it passes. Okay, so it passed the first and the second. So now I'm running it. Let's see. Let's see if it passes. Yeah. So it took 45 milliseconds to check the 2000. I'm in the bottom 15. I'm in the bottom 15 percentile. Let me just show you. So there we go. Not a very good chart. not I mean, the medium, yeah, index out of range. So think about it, that you're checking. Did you sort it? So you need to, it's good practice to get used to handling out of range, because that seems to be my first problem that I always have, is out of range. It just seems, especially, I don't know, I go back and I think about the time not too long ago when I was finishing up with Data IQ. I just seemed to, everything that I wrote just seemed to be out of range. So look and see how I did this. Again, don't look at my time complexity. Maybe we can speed this up, but look at how I handled it. Why am I using range? All right. So I'm handling this like this because I sorted it and I want the index in both. So I'm taking it and let's go back. So so that first one was 0. So don't think about the letters. So let's make this more of a, was it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? I think it was 4 because it was E. And then 0, 1, 2, 3, but I think these are the reverse. So this is T, not that, T, and this is S. So I'm looking here. Are these the same? And then when I get to the end, this is out of range because this is shorter. So this is automatically, I know if I'm at the last element, the last element, the last index, then this has to be it. And then I'm going to throw an error because I do not have this index. So that's actually how I handled this right here. Because if I have an index error, then I know that absolutely has to be it, because I don't even need to check it. Now again, very, very slow, because does that make sense of why I'm using? I think you're gonna get, yeah. Well, I don't know. I have slowed down getting subs so quickly. I think since I started streaming and I stopped publishing videos, that really hindered everything. I should show you guys the chart. Let me just show you what has happened. This was not a good chart. Let's see. Now let's go back. Because, and then what is that one right there? Yeah, that's, let me see. Let's do all. You can see this. You can see this downward trend right about right here. I was just kind of, it was a month, and I had been starting to stream around August. So I think that first week after I stopped working. And then this right here, this dip was my computer issues, and I didn't end up streaming. So, but you can see this downward trend right around right here is YouTube stopped making suggestions for my videos, because my son and I were talking about it. Is that was also a month after a very famous, or a very popular video that I had. Let's see. How do I type T instead of S? The keys are O. From streams, there's no editing and you can't skip parts. Venki, you got 17 milliseconds? Really? That is awesome. Is that faster than... That's faster than the top one. So did you just set a new one? Venki, that is fantastic. Okay, now see, I just ran it again and I got it in 37 milliseconds and it's 60 and it's 64 percentile. But you just got it in 17. That is unbelievable. I may need to look and see how you did it before we just use your example. See, now I just ran it again and I got 42. Now that doesn't make any sense. It should load it. Yeah, now I got 35 again. I mean, I'm actually on the much further side of the curve. My memory still is awful. I'm almost dead. I'm in the dead last bucket. But all right, Venki, do you want to share? Do you want to put it in Discord so we can take a peek at it? Because I'm wondering if we can speed this up and go through one of my other solution thoughts. Okay. So we iterate through T, and then we if in, all right, if T, sorry, I'm going to try to do a better job of explaining. Venki got faster speed than me trying to send any requests to a website hosted on my own internet. All right. Okay. So I know these are fast because I'm using Python to do it, and it is sub-level. Doing it. So if let me try to practice verbalizing this. So if I were to then, sorry, I had a thought about the towel. I don't think it needs to be a towel. I think it just needs to be a sheet to soften the light coming through. All right, because I think, see, I got a little thing right here on my glasses. All right. And then I was also on the fence about trying to edit the video for today. Let's see. Because I want to pop. I don't do a good job of thinking out loud. So, let's go back here. Let's think about our AA. Not our index, but our N. Because I'm trying to get rid of one or both of these sorts. Because these are costing us a lot of time. Because we're going through the whole list. So if I'm converting the list, going through the whole string. If I'm sorting it, I'm going through the whole string. So I'm going through both of these strings twice. So if you think about it, they're basically the exact same length. So I'm going through these, and then I got to go through it a third time. So because I know how to handle this at the index, but handling a double character. So the one that, and this is why I love Leetcode. A and A. How much RAM does your brain have? I have no idea. but I've never really thought about it. But our brain is basically a computer. I mean, basically exactly a computer. Runs on electrical charges, has storage areas, goes and finds a file. It's just doing it with electricity and chemicals, other than electricity and a numerical address. So I mean, if you really think about it, our brains and a computer are almost exactly alike, which kind of creeps me out that now we're building artificial intelligence, which is basically trying to be a human brain. All right. So if I have T right here, and I go and I say then, aha. So here's the dilemma. So if I were to say go here, and I would need to remove. So I was thinking we could just remove it from T and not S. But I could have the same. You can't even remember 4 numbers or colors. I can't. You can't even remember 4 numbers or colors. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. No, I'm even dyslexic with colors too. Sometimes I misspeak. I mean, I know what they are, but I misspeak. Red and orange a lot. Don't know why. It's very interesting to me how my brain works. So, all right. So, I can't think of any way to speed this up other than having to look and see. Vinky, how did you sort it at all to get 17 milliseconds? Because that is fast. That is extremely fast, and very nice job. Is Rapesh still here? Rapesh, did you get a solution? Because I'll be interested, because I think your comments were you didn't think that we had to do it as a list. I did it with list comprehension first. Few cases got, red and orange a lot of times. But all right, Vinky, I did with list comprehension first. Few cases got it right. So list comprehension. Walk me through how you did it with list comprehension. You sent it in Discord. Why didn't I get the... All right, I see. Okay. All right. Okay. Vinky uses sorted. So, all right. So, in case you don't know sorted. So, sorted. Let's see. Help dot sorted. All right. Iterable, return a new list. So, Vinky took out, combined these into one. Very nice job, Vinky. Did not think about that at all. So now what Vinky did, return. So you went. Does it work for A and AA? I don't think. Will that work for A and AA? Try it in for this right here, and let me know, because let me go back and look at it. For range, but wait a minute, you are doing range. For range in, okay, you are indexing. Do you have a... Does that not throw an index error? I'm very intrigued. How does that not throw an index error? Sorry, I don't think I'm in front of the mic. How does that not throw an index error? So we have... One, let me go and see if this speeds it up quite a bit. Yeah, I have to go. All right. Uh, all right, Nico. Have a good rest of your day. You did get an index error, or you got A. You did get it. Really? Okay. Let me go back and reread this. So if let's see. All right. So here's Venky's. Okay. Find S and T. Then S sorted equals S sorted S, T sorted equals sorted T, and for I in range len dot. Oh, that's how you handled, because you're doing the shorter one. Nice. That's how you're handling the not, the staying out of index. Oh, Venky, that's fantastic. Okay. So Venky's looking at the shorter one, and that's how. Perfect. That is a great solution. Okay. Sorted S sorted. Yep. And boom. Then if S sorted not equal to T sorted, then return T sorted. Oh, Venky, that is so clean. And then when it gets done, if it goes all the way through, the last item in I, or the last, perfect. Very, very sorted -1, because it's not even to that. Venky, that is very clean and very elegant. Let's see. Hello, how are you? Anuj? Am I saying that correctly? All right, so we're finishing up. First, I want to try something. I want to see if I just clean this up a little bit and go S equals sorted S. See how much this speeds it up. And then sorted T. If I could spell sorted. Sorted. All right. Run. Because I just cut out of half. Well, it just sped up. How did, or slowed down? Just slowed down. It just cost more. Continuously costing more. Seriously. Attempt to run in a few seconds. Subscribe to reduced waste time. I thought I was subscribed to Leetcode. All right. Okay. I remember one time you taught about the ASCII order. If a, yeah. Add it to some. Ooh. Okay. I like that. Ironic. Oh, that's funny. Hi, ironic. And the difference would be the value. Oh, okay. Is there any way? Oh, Venky, I love that. Do that and let me know. Oh, that is such an elegant solution. So you're going through, you're summing. Yes. Yes, so I see what you're saying. We're not needing to put this into a list or even sort it. That may be the fastest solution ever. All right, so what Venki's talking about, what is this? Line 1-8, what? 1078. Oh, because I have find. Yeah, I have find in here twice. All right, so what Venki is saying is you're going through, and every character on your keyboard basically has a value. If it is assigned a ASCII number, was it ORD? Yeah, any key works. So this has a value. So what ASCII or what Venki is suggesting, where then you only have to go through each of these once. Oh, that's so brilliant. Oh, I'm so going to steal this. Right, so they're all the same characters except one. So now you'd have a problem if you had more than one character, but since this is just one character, you would take C. You'd have T. Why can't I? I'm so giddy. T sum equals 0. S sum equals 0. And basically go all the way through this. For I in T sum increment order of I. And then for I in S sum increment order I. I love that. Let me comment that out. Let's bring these down here. And then also Venki did a solve where I was looking at going backwards, and Venki was just like, no, let's look at the shorter to solve the problem here. Let's do this. All right, so S sum is 97. Was thinking similar approach. Well, I mean, it was your idea. This is fantastic. All right. Hang on. Oh, all right. Let's comment that out. That was way too much. I was like, that doesn't make sense. That's way too much of a gap. T sum minus S sum 198, and then what's the key? Python ORD function convert as key. Is it char? Is the reverse char? Python char function. $198 char 198. Okay, so we have what? I'm missing something. All right, hang on. There we go. Okay. Print. Vinky, you are absolutely brilliant. Yep, char. Okay. Print. Char. It's T sum minus S sum. Vinky, you need to be doing these videos and not me. Let's check this out. That was phenomenal. There are 10,000 ways to skin a cat. Okay, so let's load this up. Okay, so now find S and T. I guess we do need to go through them each once, but that's still not that expensive. And we're not going through it again. Tab. And then return. Return char. What is this? Invalid syntax. Invalid. Oh, okay. Invalid syntax. Oh, okay. Got it. And clean this up. Okay. Let's try this, Vinky. Have you already done it? Have you done it this way too? This is going to be so fast. I think this is going to be so fast. Yeah, this already looks awesome, Vinky. Okay, I'm trying to... Let's see if it passes all three. Passes the A and the AA test. I got 28 milliseconds. How about you? I wonder if you have better internet, because you got it down to 17. That was 27. Oh, that's so cool. That may be the coolest solution I've seen in a long time, Binky. I appreciate it. All right. I think I'm boring people with this. Let's see how we've had 60 folks come and go. Right now, Vinky, I think it's just me and you. Is there anything you want to talk about? We've been on for hour and 13 minutes. I may begin to edit the video that I was going to use just to have some sort of content on here and stay on. Is there anything? Because I would argue that you're probably well, you're already a better problem solver than I, because this was so elegant. This is fantastic. This may be my favorite solution for a while. And it's so elegant. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see, did you even get it faster for I and S? Oh, Vinky. Oh, that's so good. So then you go through and then you're subtracting. Yep. LOL. I've learned most of from you just recalling the stuff you taught. Well, you're very gracious. You're extremely gracious. I appreciate that. So, all right. So basically you're doing it as we built it. Then you're going to subtract. Is that it? Yeah. All right, let's try this. Find print. Did I type that right? S and T. Nope. All right. So I get your concept, but paying attention to exactly. So an S Subtract. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I gotta try it. I gotta try it. T, now I'm subtracting from it. Yeah, bingo. Minus. Let's see. See if we can get this down. Because now I'm going through it. Perfect. And then I'm subtracting from it. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. You just said it was 41 milliseconds. That can't be. That's connection. 35. All right, let's do that one more time. We're already beating. We're in the 90th percentile. Here we are. There we go. You got 14 milliseconds. Well, that's fantastic. So you are setting new records. Yeah, this is that's so cool. That is absolutely cool. Yep. Keep trying to iterate through both of them at the same time. But we still have an index problem. But I love it. In the way that you're solving it. Going through all of them one time. No sort. No anything. All right. 14 milliseconds. That is so fast. That is so fast. Milli, is that a millionth of a second? Let's look that up. Millisecond. Second measurement. Millisecond equals 1,000th of a second. So tens, hundredths, thousandths. So there we go. That's fast. That is absolutely fast. All right. What else do we want to talk about? I may start editing. I don't think there's anything that you guys can't see. Yeah, my computer's coming along. Now I heard that. All right. I think he just sent something. 14. Nice. 14 milliseconds, 81. Okay, is that the same chart I have? That looks a little bit different. That looks slightly... So the runtime test was 16 milliseconds. The real test with the real test 14. All right, let me go back. Let me see mine. No, not that. I guess the chart is the same. I got 31 seconds. I'm in the top 90. You had 14 milliseconds in the 81 percentile. That doesn't make any sense. It looks like, and the Leetcode, the structure looks a little bit different, but I mean, yeah, that's the same. But no, I love it. Absolutely. So you're just totaling. There we go. So you have total. You go and then increment when you go to T because it's longer. And then you're taking the total and then you're subtracting. God, that's so good. That's so clean. I am giddy. I'm absolutely giddy. I love it. I love it. All right. Probably going to edit now. If nobody has any Any questions? Because I need to move all of these little files over to the other hard drive. So I don't know if anybody here has done anything like this before. Let's see. And let's see. And I was trying to set back up. All right. And these clips. Yeah, all these little files. I've had to go back and find out where they are. And there's, I don't know, what's that one? I did not realize I had 2 outros in here. See, that's one bad thing about me, and I was actually just talking to somebody just yesterday, that I'm good at solving problems, but I also hate solving new problems. Is that loud? Can you guys hear that?
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today.
Okay, all right. And I'm having to set back up Anaconda, which is, I forgot how much of a pain that was. So I actually have two environments going because I have two spiders running at the same time. So, in 2 different versions, because I use one for my notes and then I test it. It's just over the years. Everything that I do has come about. So, all right, let me find the right video. I don't know if you guys want to see this or not. That coloring looks not good. Oh, and then I already have some showing up there. How's that showing up? All right, sorry. Okay, so there it is again. I do not even see the sun dots. Or is it that one? Alright, I may drop because that's got to probably be very annoying. I know my teeth going weird. A little bit. Alright, Vinky, I think it's just me and you. Are you interested in watching me edit? Because I got to pull out I don't want to bore you. But also, alright, 19th video. I think you give me a comment. Mostly VS Code and idle. I test it on idle so I can read methods well. Need to use Spider. Don't get hung up on equipment. You kind of have to get really stuck in your way before the equipment will matter. But if your skills are so good, it doesn't matter the equipment either, right? I mean, a professional could grab idle and write really good code on it. Now, they may need other packages for extremely advanced things, but then they just jump over to pip, and maybe for testing, maybe. But I mean, really, the tool's up here. And actually, I think I'm going to do a video on that because I read a post on LinkedIn that somebody said, don't worry about learning programming. You need to learn statistics. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So even before you go and write anything and get over the fear of I'm not going to be able to program, you want them to learn an entire course structure of statistics and probability and things like that. I mean, I never respond to anything on Twitter, and I like it was like that was the closest that I was almost like it was like the snobby response of that would stop somebody who could probably end up maybe being a very good programmer, and you're going to hinder them because your belief is they need to learn statistics first. And that's the definition of a gatekeeper going, oh, you can't program because you don't know statistics. The stuff that I did for Walmart and the amount of time and energy that I saved our large team that dealt with customers, I have no background in statistics. I get the basics of probability, just of how my brain is wired. But I was so mad that, like I said, I almost posted it. I'm just like a nobody on LinkedIn, and I probably would have gotten some pretty bad hate. But oh my gosh, no, don't get hung up on equipment. Okay, I still haven't brought anything over. Let me get this layered up of what I need. All right, I need to look at the video from the 19th, not the 25-second one. I think it's this one, the 18-minute one. Yep. All right, then I need to go to the 12-minute mark. So what I do is I bring all these in 12-minute mark. So I did at least better this last time. 12 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's see.
Update. Let's see the timestamp. Probably. It's the same with Python Basics.
Okay.
40. Yep. Job.
So what I do is then I mark this. All right. So now that I've chopped this beforehand, and now I come over here and insert it, and it goes in between. So then what I do is, I don't know if this is the best, but I kind of like those intros where it says what it's about from the video, and then it starts the intro. So
job search update.
So then I chop that off, and then I put that at the beginning. All right, so let me mark this. Mark. Cut. Delete. Move. And cut. All right, so now.
Job search update.
There we go.
Hi everybody, this is Sam with Python Basics. So, as you can see in the title of the video, let's kind of talk about where I am right now. So, if you missed the last video and you've kind of tried to wonder why am I able to live stream so much these days, I have been unemployed now for, this is either the 5th or the 6th week. So, August 9th was my last day, so you can do the math there. And I've been applying to a lot of jobs, data analyst, data science, data engineer, and been getting only rejections. No reach out backs, no interviews, nothing. So what I'm
doing right now is I'm looking for gaps. Wait a minute. Okay, is that some light right here? I think it is. So now what I'll do is I have a little, let's see.
Nothing. So
Yep. So then what I do is I grab and drag this whenever it appears.
Nothing. So what I'm sensing is that, well, one, there are tremendous amount. So I read this one post by a leading machine learning individual at Activision, and her point is
so what I'll do is I'll bring this out and cover this through all of it, and then if we see it again, don't want to get too close to my head,
that not only is the tech industry slowing down,
but it can act like,
and a lot of layoffs, but then also this time of year, a lot of college graduates are coming into the pool. So that is a very challenging time as well. So there are just hundreds of thousands of people.
So I'm also looking to make sure that I'm not going to stutter and I don't have huge gaps. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Searching for fewer and fewer jobs. So I guess the way that I'm looking at this, and I'm going to be updating you all about LinkedIn as well. But what are you doing? What are you doing that everybody? Well, now in my case, I'm going to have to do something extraordinary.
All right, so I need to edit. I need to edit that out. So I don't even know what I did there. All right, so let's see.
About LinkedIn as well. But what are you doing? What are you doing that everybody? Well, now in my case, I'm going to have to do something extraordinary.
Okay, what am I doing?
And in my case, I'm going to have to do something extra.
Okay.
Everybody. Well, now in my case, I'm going to have to do something extraordinary.
Okay, let me see if I can find this.
Everybody. Well,
all right, so we're going to mark, cut, and mark this. There we go. Mark, cut. Oh, I got to cut this too. Cut there, delete, delete, delete. All right, cool. All right, let's go.
Everybody, well, and in my case, I'm going to have to do something extraordinary to stand out because of my lack of education. So when I got my job at Walmart, I thought I was unprepared or underskilled, and I was just as good as everybody else, if not better. But on paper, I do not look that good. So I'm going to have to make myself so appealing that they want to talk to me and that other people, because you're appealing. It's just like in a relationship, you're appealing if somebody else wants you. So you have to make yourself seem like other people want to have you in their employ, and then everybody will be like clamoring to want.
Here, let me shrink this down a little bit so you can see what I'm actually seeing. Let me move this over. And that's pretty impressive that this is able to adjust. I mean, just think about all these little things that are happening.
To talk to you. So
all right.
It's kind of like how I created my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel got me my last job. So I'm theorizing that more than likely YouTube and LinkedIn are going to get me my next job. So what am I doing extra? And I'm trying to stay focused. And yeah, I've had some down days mixed in here. But what am I doing? Everybody needs a job. Everybody wants a job. Everybody fills out a resume. Everybody writes a cover letter. But what else are you doing? What makes you stand out to others? Because there was a saying that I came up with a few years ago. You're only as good as the extra that you do. And I know that, and I'm just continuously reminding myself of that. So just kind of share that. Hopefully keep everybody motivated that is maybe possibly trying to find a job as well. Just stay in it. Keep learning. Keep building. Keep moving forward. Just from the old famous movie that you've heard me quote before. Just keep swimming and just keep going and going and going and going. because I truly believe that once you stop and become stagnant, that's when bad things happen. But if you're constantly moving forward and trying new things, doing new things, making yourself uncomfortable, you're going to you're going to be rewarded. So there we go, guys. If you've not joined the Discord server, check down in the description below. There's a lot of community support over there for a variety of things. Maybe we could even start job sharing of job posts of things like that. But I just want to tell everybody thank you very much. The live streams have kept my mind busy, keeping me prepared that if I do get an interview and if it does happen to be technical, I am completely sharp and on top of my game. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Okay. So then I cut this. Then I chop. Oh, I got to cut this top one. Then I cut, delete, move that over. What do we call this? A job search update. Okay, save as. Job search update. Vinky, I think it's just me and you right now. Okay, then close that. Okay, let's see. Oh, we've had some folks drop back on. So, hope everybody's doing well. We live streamed how to find the difference with 398. Excuse me, that's dyslexia right there. 389, right there. Venki, we are using Venki's solution today. Venki had an outstanding, clean, elegant. Moving through. So then after I take that job search update, then you take this and drag this over here into an encoder, and then I let that encode. Then we come back to that later, and then we go and toss it in. All right, so before we drop, anybody have any questions? Because Venki has the floor today with the best solution. I may just do a video on that later or chop this up. That's exactly what we may do, but I didn't record this. Well, that is not good. Didn't record this at all. I didn't record any of it today. Okay, well, you live and learn. May do a video, may record that later. So yeah, Vinky, do you mind if because that's actually kind of what I want to do, then I can kind of stir up and drop in reasons to join Discord of the community and things like that. Do you have any issues if I talk about your elegant solution in a video? So all right, so we have a couple people in here right now. Anything you guys want to talk about? Any question at all? Because if not, I'll probably wait till the encoding stops. And it looks like it's already done. Yeah, with all the new RAM that I have. This thing is so fast. All right. Looks like it's just, I don't know, Vinky, if you're still here, it just might be me and you. I think Nico had to go already. So yeah, that's all I have for today. So we edited, don't have a video. No way. I just did improve on your logic mostly. Nah. Now if you're asking me not to use you, I won't. But, because what I really want to do is I want to promote the community and let me sell you on this. So what I really want to highlight, I won't say your name. I won't say who. The point of this is I had something that worked. It was bad for time complexity. I would like to really know where the O comes from. Why? The letter O, big O notation, represents order of function. Order of function, and to describe the complexity of algorithm. We may talk about that too. But this is so clean. So what I'll do, I won't bring you up. If they happen to go and look at Discord and see who it is, I won't say who. And what I'll do, because here, actually, we kind of need to talk about this for a second. Don't let your ego. I was just talking to somebody in my family about this just the other day. So I have a feeling you're very similar to me, is that you don't like compliments. You did this. I may have encouraged you to program, but do not allow anything to take away from this solution. This is your solution. You even said, I don't think it needs to be a list. And I was like, how can it not be a list? And you're like, why don't we add all these things together, and all we're doing is going to subtract from it. Boom. Perfect. Sweet. Elegant. And the reason what I want to highlight is we did this in the community of Discord, where you were able to share and think, because we couldn't have this discussion in chat. But since we've spent time together and so you were encouraged, I've mentored you, but students almost always surpass their mentor. All right. Yeah, the climbing stairs, I got it as far as 21 steps. I think for recursion, the larger numbers is not effective way. I am between using... does it start to slow down at 21 steps? Really? Did it not pass? Oh, we didn't get it to pass... because recursion couldn't work on Leetcode, right? I'm between using itertools, comp, and binary search. Ooh, binary search. I don't know anything about binary search, so that would be cool for us to work on. But I digress. Students typically always pass their instructors, their mentors, because it's the teacher's job is to compress everything they've learned and to highlight the important things for the student to learn, to save them time and to compress this down. All right. Soon after 21, it shows runtime error. Really? Okay. So, because as I'm doing this, so I had early martial arts in my childhood, and it was an interesting style, and I thought it was good for things, but it had flaws. Well, now I'm doing jiu-jitsu. I am hanging out with the upper belts all the time, and the parentheses ones too. Oh yeah, I haven't gone back to that. my wife and daughter are making fun, talking about all I do is, not saying all I do, but I write, like for a job search, I write down parentheses. I write that, and so I was working on an issue, and I needed to write something to have it create a new Excel sheet for work. And it was my last thing that I had to do, and I couldn't figure out how to get it to create a new tab. And so I had to do it a very lazy way to just get it done. So I had to create new sheets for every single one because I couldn't get it to do a new tab. So it created a new sheet in a folder, so I at least had it organized in a folder. But I digress. Back to the jiu-jitsu. So you're hanging out with me and you're getting smarter because we're talking about all this crazy stuff. So don't think you're not getting smarter. So yes, okay, you're being very gracious and saying that I'm helping you. Perfect. That's what I love. But do not ignore the other side of the coin, that you're getting smarter and your solutions are improving immensely. This is a awesome, excuse my language, awesome ass solution. I love it. I love everything about it. It is so clean. It is so clear. It is elegant. It handles the problem with ignoring all of the problems that get created with putting things into a list, sorting them, and going through. This makes me excited to have people, students, mentees, whatever. My goal, you're supposed to get smarter than me. I'm supposed to know more, hopefully. But there's going to be a point where you're going to become better than me. But back to the jiu-jitsu. So my effort puts me in a room to hang out with people who are better than me. And then my effort helps them realize that I'm serious, and then they begin sharing with me things that they've only known recently, and they've been doing this for decades, and I've been doing it for a little over a year. But so you're in the room with me, your effort, your energy, your time, you're doing all that. I'm not dragging you in here. I'm not coming to your house. I'm not making you watch YouTube and do these things. You're doing all that. You're getting smarter. You're getting better. You're getting more elegant. You're writing better code. This is so good because basically you hacked this whole thing. You hacked around this whole problem. You had an iterable that we're looking for this letter and everybody else, and this is the problem. So remember this solution right here. When you become seasoned, you begin to look at problems like this. And you go, oh, that's a list problem. And you're like, it's not a list problem. We don't have to do it as a list. And you brought up ASCII a couple comments ago. And I was like, how can this be an ASCII problem? And you're like, it's an ASCII problem. I promise you it's an ASCII problem. And you stayed with it. And you didn't let me talk you out of it. That's the important part. You did that. I didn't do that. I tried to talk you out of it. I'm like, I don't know how we're going to do that. But you did it. So, all right. I'm getting off my soapbox now. But this has been an awesome day. This has absolutely been an awesome day. So I won't say your name, but I will talk about it's a very very clever solution. I would say it's past that. So, but yes, I think it is. I think it goes above the solution. It's not in it. And whenever you take a derivative and you're outside, what is this Leetcode question number? It's in the chat. Scroll up. It's 389. But I did put a link for the chat about halfway up if you scroll. I put the link in there. It's the 389. Find the difference, I believe is what it is. I think I typed that verbatim. All right. I'm getting a warning from. See, I'm looking at it. It's almost 5,000 kilobits per second. All right, 4,600 now. All right. Anything else? We've had a couple people jump in here. But Vinky saved the day today with a fantastic solution. Oh, no problem. So I'm going to publish this video here in a few minutes, the one that we just edited. But if there's a Leetcode that you'd like to talk about, would love to do that for everybody tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Don't know exactly which one, but Vinky, so glad you're here. Love hanging out with you. Love your solutions, and we'll go from there. So hope everybody has a great day today, and we will check in tomorrow, and we'll see where we are. And that's all I got, unless there's anything super, super pressing before we drop. We had a couple people just come in because I need to try to make it to 2 hours, because that's usually when people really start coming. But I just can't do it for 2 hours to get folks to come in. I can't wait that long. But all right, going once, going twice, 3 times a lady. All right, anything? All right. Well, I will see everyone tomorrow, and thank you everybody for being here. Vinky, as always, thank you. Nico, if you're still around, appreciate it. And I will see everyone tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.